After getting my Neo Geo out of storage and cleaning it up, I found out that my original gamepad did not work. I tried fixing it, but the issue was beyond my skill. So, I researched some other solutions. My research led me to this adapter, the Retro Electronic Genesis to Neo Geo or Supergun adapter. For $15, this device let me use a Sega Genesis controller with my Neo Geo. Today, I'll go through the process on how it's used. So let's go through how the adapter is used. It's important to note that you cannot directly plug the adapter to a Neo Geo AES system. The adapter plug is not long enough to reach the Neo Geo's controller pins. To illustrate this, here you can see the different lengths for the Neo Geo controller plug and the adapter. To get around this, you must purchase a Neo Geo extension cable, but the extension cable will still have the same problem, and the adapter still won't be able to reach the pins to the extension. The solution to this is to use an X-Acto knife to cut down the plastic of the extension cable until the adapter can reach its pins. However, if you are using a Supergun to play Neo Geo MVS or another arcade game, you will not need the extension cable. To set up the controller, you plug the Genesis controller to the adapter. Then, plug one end of the Neo Geo extension cable to the other side of the adapter. Finally, plug the other end of the extension cable to your Neo Geo AES. You're now ready to enjoy your favorite Neo Geo games with a Genesis controller. While using the adapter, games work perfectly. Action games are very responsive with no issues. I'm also easily able to pull off special moves in fighting games. There aren't many extra features for the adapter. You have a dip switch for switching between Genesis 3 and 6-button controllers. I'm not sure how well the 3-button gamepad will work because you'll be missing 2 extra buttons from the Neo Geo pad. So it's probably not recommended using a 3-button pad. As far as button mappings are concerned, on the Genesis 6-button pad, the Start, A, B, and C buttons are mapped to the same Start, A, B, and C on the Neo Geo pad. The X button on the Genesis pad is mapped to the D button on the Neo Geo. Finally, the Genesis Y button is mapped to Select on the Neo Geo. I do wish that this adapter had the ability to remap buttons, but Retro Electronic does offer an updated version that offers button remapping. The other extra feature for the adapter is Rapidfire for each button. You enable this by holding down the Start button and the buttons you want Rapidfire on for 2 seconds. For example, if you want Rapidfire turned on for the A button, just hold down Start and A for 2 seconds. If you want Rapidfire on for the A and B buttons, then hold down Start, A, and B for 2 seconds. And if you want to disable Rapidfire, just go through the same exact process again to turn it off. The Retro Electronic adapter gives you another option to control your Neo Geo games. Original Neo Geo controllers are very expensive, but fortunately, you can get the adapter and a brand new Genesis controller that's licensed by Sega for less than the cost of an original Neo Geo gamepad. I also prefer the D-pad on the Genesis over the thumb pad on the Neo Geo controller. You are also not limited to using Genesis controllers on your Neo Geo. Retro Electronic offers adapters for Super NES, Saturn, and PlayStation controllers. So if you prefer those controllers, then you should consider those adapters. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you want to see more content like this, subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and I'll speak to you next time.